Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I have not been making videos for quite a while. The reason is I've been traveling with my family. We've done the road trip across the Europe. So now I am in my home country, visiting my parents, friends. And this is, look how beautiful. Let me update you with what's going on in the stock market. Just to remind you, we are in the middle of the earnings season. All the major companies have already reported their earnings. One of them was AMD. This is the biggest position in my portfolio. After the earnings report, I'm doing nothing. I'm holding the position just because I'm happy with everything that was released. The earnings, the outlook, the AI story still exists and will be there with us, I believe, for years. The only thing is that if there is another fear around AI in the nearest future, and if the stock price goes below $400, I'm gonna add more, even though my position is quite big in relation to portfolio. It's about 30% plus, which from risk management perspective is not very clever, but I'm willing to take this risk. Next company that reported was Amazon. Same story. I think that they reported even better than I expected, that everyone expected. That's why the stock price went up quite a lot. The position is also full for me, but in case of major dip in the market, I would be happy to add. For now, I'm doing nothing, just enjoying the ride. Next one, PepsiCo. PepsiCo reported earlier. I think I made a video about it, and I'm happy with the position. I'm happy with their dividend yield. Just remind you that I'm holding PepsiCo purely for the dividend part of my portfolio. If I'm not mistaken, the yield now is around 3.6%. Yes, the payout ratio is quite high, it's above 90%, but this is historically all right for the company. It's a dividend king. And even now the stock price is so good for me personally that I would be glad to add. And the risk was that the company mentioned in the earnings the conflict in the Middle East and the inflation as such. So we are aware of it, but I believe this conflict will end soon or later. Next one, Novo Nordisk, also reported. I was happy with the report. Again, the outlook was upgraded. I think it's a partially turnaround story. I'm happy again to keep this position even only for the dividends. I take it as a dividend part of my portfolio. So even though when I bought it, it was not, but now when the company pays out also roughly 3.4, I believe, percent in dividends, with the payout ratio around 50% only, and they plan to grow the earnings, I think it's a good deal, at least for me. Next, I still have also quite a big position of PayPal. PayPal is a different story. I hold it purely for the acquisition, potential acquisition. So I believe this business will be bought by some company. So we saw earlier the offer from Advent and Stripe. They offered $60.5 per share, and PayPal refused to have such a deal, saying that it's too small offer. So they during the earnings report, if to forget about their numbers that they released about the earnings, revenues, and outlook. By the way, they made this time better than they promised, which is good. But what I liked about the CEO, he mentioned that they are open to the offers. So they will make that their priority is to make happy their shareholders, and they are open for the better offers. When the Enrique Lore started to speak about this acquisition, potential acquisition. So PayPal holding purely for the new offer, and I think the price for it would be $70, quite okay, where I would be happy to sell. But now it's okay, they are still buying back shares, they're still paying out the dividends, which is not big, but it's good enough. It's, I think, 1 point something percent, which is okay. Next one, my favorite, Cadeler. It's a relatively small company based in Denmark, and this is the only player that I have in my portfolio which is related to the energy sector. Even though it's not a classic energy, it's a wind energy. So the company owns and operates the ships which install wind turbines offshore. So just to update you that the company now has 11 ships, and this is the biggest and the youngest fleet among the other companies, speaking about this specific segment. And recently they released the news that they signed a deal with the Chinese shipyard COSCO for delivering another 2 ships by 2030 and 2031. So in 3-4 years, the company will own 14 vessels. And considering the potential and actually existing demand, the company is the best positioned in this market than any other company, in my opinion. And also, a few days later, there was another news that they made an acquisition of German equipment maker. It's a specialized equipment. They produce foundations for the wind turbines. The company called Menk. So the Cadeler acquired it, and meaning that they expanded their business, not just having and operating the ships, but also some specialized equipment. And I'm happy to know that the company is investing, and I bet when they are doing it, they really see the demand from the market, and I was glad to hear this news. So again, I'm not doing anything with the position. Position is full, and I'm happy to hold it for as long as it needed. And yeah, I've got few more smaller positions which is not worth mentioning here. Yeah, I'll I'll go on watching what's going on. By the way, inflation report was released yesterday. I think it was everything as expected. I don't remember the numbers, but the real numbers were the same as with analyst expectations, so there was no major drama. By the way, there were quite a spike in neocloud companies because Nebius and CoreWeave reported, providing some great numbers and again showing that the AI story and the short of compute is still there. So that's why it was a big green day for the sector. All right, guys, I'm still enjoying my holiday with my family. I hope you enjoy your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.